Hi everyone, thank you for joining the Mind Angels QiGong session. We're going to start in about 1 minute. I'd like to just make sure that you have enough space, because everybody needs space. So stand up, put your hands out to the side, reaching out and making sure that you're not going to bump into anything, and turn slowly to one side and turn to the other side, and make sure that you're not going to knock anyone or anything over. That's how much space you're going to need. This exercise that you see me doing here is called a swinging arms. We're going to do that later, but first we're going to loosen up a little bit more. So let's get started. Let's shake the hands. Shaking out the hands, shaking out the wrists, flicking the wrists, flicking the arms out. Let's really shake them out now. Let's reach up and shake them down to the ground. From up top, shake them down. Reach up and down. Bend the knees, down. Again. And again. So put the hands together, interlock the fingers and turn the hands out. We want to have the hands above the head ideally, but it's however high that you can get them, pushing the palms away and holding the position. Just hold it. And very slowly, let the hands just drift down the side. And again. Interlock the fingers, push them up, palms flat, and thumbs down. And slowly let the hands drift down the side. One more time. Bring the hands up and hold the position. And let the hands just drift slowly down the side. Slightly different this time. Twisting, pushing the palms up, take a breath in, and turn, twisting the body to the right, pushing the palms up towards the ceiling, and breathe out. Turn back to the center, breathe in, and turn to the other side, pushing the palms up and breathe out. Come back to the center, breathe in, and now leaning over to the right, and breathe out. Come up, take a breath, and the other side, and breathe out. Come back up, now bending at the waist, bending forwards at the waist, trying to keep the legs straight, pushing the palms away from you, and looking up at the back of the hands, and hold the position parallel to the ground. Hold it. And let go of the arms and let go of the head. Bend the knees and roll the back up. We're going to do the stretch one more time. Same routine. Interlock the fingers, turn the palms out, push them up above the head. Take a breath in and twisting to the right, pushing the palms up and behind this time. A little bit further. Come back to the center, take a breath in, twisting the other way, pushing the palms up and behind, and breathe out. Come back to the center, leaning over to the right and breathe out. Come back up, take a breath, and the other side, and breathe out. Last time, bending forwards at the waist, holding ourselves parallel to the ground, pushing the palms away from us and looking up at the back of the hands and feeling the stretch on the back of the legs. Hold it, and let go of the arms and the head. Bend the knees and let's come up. Excellent. So now we're going to do what's called a swimming dragon, but we're going to ease into the movement. So, keeping one hand. No, we're not doing a swimming dragon. So now we're going to move on to a swinging arms. So, standing with your feet shoulder width apart, just turn the waist and turn the shoulders from side to side. Relax the arms. We don't want any energy in the arms. We're just rotating the shoulders and letting the arms just swing. Keeping the feet where they are, facing forwards, turning the shoulders, letting the arms just wrap around. Loosening the waist a little bit more each time we turn. Now, turning the feet. Turning the feet out, allowing ourselves to turn that little bit more, making sure we put the feet down facing forwards. Turning the waist, turning the shoulders, relaxing the waist a little bit more. Turning the feet. And now, tapping the shoulders. Tap, tap. Tap the shoulders, turn the feet. Relax the waist. And now looking behind. Look behind you. Look over your shoulder. And find it over the other shoulder. Find the spot. Relax the waist. Turn the feet. And tap the shoulders. Keep going. So now moving on to our swimming dragon. There are 6 steps to this movement. Keep the right hand on the thigh, the left hand out to the side. Position number 1. Number 2, out to the side. Number 3, in front of the forehead. Number 4, above the head with the palm facing up. Number 5, out to the side with the palm up. And back to the center, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, palm up. 5, palm up, back to the side. And 6, back to the center. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pushing the palms back now. 1, then out to the side. 2, in front of the face. 3, above the head. 4, out to the side. 5 and 6. Back to the side, in front of the forehead, over the head, and round and back to the center. Again, back, side, front, over the head, and back round. Now keeping the palm up, pushing the palm back, keeping it up. Out to the side, keep the palm up, around the front, over the head, out to the side, back to the center. Again, back, side, forwards, over, and round. Again, moving the weight this time. Back, move the weight over to the side. Reaching to the side, reaching to the other side. Keeping the palm up, rotating over the head, reaching again, and back to the center. Again, back, reach to the side, move the weight. Over to the side, rotate the body, and round. And again, side, around to the other side, move the weight, over the head, and round. Move the weight and keep the palms up. And again, back, round, over, and back to the center. Now the other hand. Position number 1, number 2, number 3 in front of the forehead, number 4 on top of the head, palm up, number 5, out to the side, number 6, back to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pushing the palms back now. Back. Out to the side. 2. In front of the face. Over the head. And back to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pushing the palm back. Push the palm to the side. Round and over the head. Now keeping the palms up. Back. Push back. Then to the side. Keep the palm up. Rotate over the head. Keep the palms up. And out to the side. And back to the center. Well done. Good. Back. Round. Over. And round. Again. Back. To the side, over the head, and round the front. Now moving the weight. Reaching as far as we can. Reach back. Reach to the side. Move the weight over to the other side. Reaching. Rotate over the head. Reach for the side and back. And again. Back, round, over the head, and back to the center. Keep going. Reach back. Keep the palms up, reaching in all directions, and moving the weight. Reach round, feel the movement in the body, and back to the center. Now both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, out to the side, back to the center. Pushing the palms back, both hands, then to the side, around the front, over the head, reaching out to the side and back to the center. Again, back, around, crossing the palms, over the head, out to the side and back in. Now keeping the palms up, you're going to need to lean forwards and lean back. This one here. Reaching back, keep the palms up, to the side, keep the palms up, lean back, cross the palms, open the chest, and again, reach back behind, round, over the head, keep the palms up, and reaching. Last one, back, rotate round, cross the palms, open the chest, and back to the center. Well done. And with our next variation, with our left hand, palm going across the chest, palm up, rotating around the front, to the side, keeping the palm up, we rotate the hand over the top of the head. Keeping the palm up, the hand comes down the front, and round and under the armpits. Again, reaching across the chest, rotating round. Turn the hand over the top of the head, come down the front, keeping the palm up, rotating it round under the armpits. Now moving the weight, reaching across, rotating round, reaching back, rotate the hand over the head, reaching for the side, stretching around and under the armpits. So, moving the weight, reaching as far as we can. Keep the palms up, reach back, over the head, stretching the body, reaching to the side, and round. And again, to the side, the other side, behind, over the head, stretch, and round. Again, round, back, over, and under the armpits. And now the other side. Reaching across the chest. Rotating the hand around the front, keeping the palm up. Turn the hand up above the head with the palm up. Then bring the hand around the front, keep the palms up as you rotate the hand under the armpits. Again, side, other side, over the head, down the front, under the armpits. Again, reaching and moving the weight. All the way to the side, move the weights. Reach behind, turn the hand over the head, reaching for the side, feeling the movement in the body. Again, side, move the weight to the other side, reach behind, rotate, stretch, and round. Stretching to the sides, reaching as far as you can in all directions. Very good. Again. And over. And back. Both hands. Rotating round. Get the movement first. Keep the palms up. Over the top of the head. Come down the front. And under the armpits. That's the movement. Now let's stretch. Reaching round. Reaching back, lean back, cross the palms, lean forwards, keeping the palms up, rotate round, back, forwards and under the armpits. Again, rotate round, back, over the head and under the armpits. Very good, very good. You'll be able to do some jabs. Nice and loose. So let's try a little bit more advanced. One hand one way, one hand the other. So our left hand's going around the front, over the head, and around the front and under the armpits. We know that, we've just done it. And our right hand is going to go back, around, keeping the palms up, over the head and around the side. Good. Let's do it slowly and keep the movements simple. Hands together, bring them round, palms up, rotate over the head, around the front, and under the armpits. Good. Again, reaching this time. Reaching back, reaching round, keep the hands together, rotate the hands together, reaching round, feel the movement in the body. Again, back, reaching, stretching, keeping the palms up. Again, and around. Over the head. Very good. And now the other way. One hand reaching back, one hand reaching forwards. So this one we know. Right hand. Left hand is going to go back and round and over. So let's put them together. Both hands back, keep the palms up. Just get the movement. Over the head and round. Again, reaching this time, moving the weight. Move the weight to the side. Keep the palms up. And again. Now let's move on to our QiGong session. Now that we've removed our blockages, before that we want to do some legs and loosen the hips. So with our hands on the hips, feet wider than shoulder width apart, we're going to moving our weight from side to side. So last bit of stretching now. So as we move our weight from side to side, our feet are facing forwards. We're looking for the stretch on the inside leg. Can you feel the stretch on the inside leg? If you can't feel it, you can push into your hips, and you'll find it. Yeah, everyone is different. Some will find it easier than others, but only you know. And the upper body, we're going to be turning left and right, rotating 180 degrees, but independently. So first things first, move the weight over to the right, and then turn and face the right hand side. Then before we turn back, we move the weight onto the back leg, and slowly we rotate to face the other direction. Again, we move the weight back, we feel the stretch in the legs, and slowly we turn. Again, move the weight, feel the stretch, rotate and breathe out. Again, move the weight, take a breath, rotate and breathe out. Move the weight. Move the weight, feel the stretch, turn and breathe out. And again, take a breath. One. Feel the movement around the hips. Very good. And back to the center. Shake the legs out. There's more we can do. We can rotate the knees clockwise. We can rotate the knees anti-clockwise. We can rotate the knees while we're standing on one leg both ways. We can rotate the ankles clockwise and anti-clockwise. We can write our names with our feet, all in an effort to loosen the joints and stretch the muscles. But we've done enough, so let's get started.
The prospect of vanishing. Of all your efforts and all your achievements and all your attainments turning into dust. Nothing. What is the feeling? What happens?
Okay, so the hard work is done. This is the easiest part of the session. Our feet shoulder width apart, our knees slightly bent, and our hips rolled forwards as if we're sitting down. Head straight, hands at the side. We're going to move our hands forward as if we're rolling out some pastry. Just back, then we go forwards. That's the first part of the movement, heaven and earth. Push the hands forwards, and then we're going to drop the wrists. Relax the wrists, and as if we have strings holding onto our wrists, we're going to lift our arms up to shoulder height, just up to shoulder height. We turn the hands down, and we press them down, and we sink. Okay, bring the hands back in. So forwards, drop the wrists, up to shoulder height, turn the hands down, press down and sink, and bring the hands back in. Now with the breath. Everything is with the breath. So the breath must be slow and consistent. For example, this movement here. The hands come round, we breathe in as we go all the way around, and we breathe out as we go all the way down. We're not holding the breath. The breath is long, slow, and consistent. Breathing in all the way and breathing out all the way down. If you can only move as far as here, the breath would be from here to here. All of the breath and out the other way. We don't want anybody holding the breath, and we don't want anyone exhaling too quickly. So, slow, deep, consistent breaths and out. Also, the effort. If you imagine a bath of water, and you're testing the water, you're seeing how warm it is, and you're moving your hand from side to side. The resistance of that water, that is the effort that we need. Nothing more than that. And one last thing. You remember the steam trains, how they puff along and they chug along, puff, 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 with the guy shoveling the coal into the engine from there to there, from there to there. Well, when the train comes into the station, it makes a different sound. The sound is shh. It's releasing tension. It's releasing pressure. So our breath out is exactly that. Taking in air and oxygen and energy and letting go of tension, pain and pressure. So, standing heaven and earth, take a breath and let it go. Breathing out, drop the hands, raise the hands, breathe in, turn the hands down and breathe out and sink. Bring the hands in, breathe in, again, breathing out. Drop the hands, breathe in and out. Again. In and out. Next movement, touching heaven and earth. One hand up. Pushing the palm up above the head with the palms flat and the fingers back. The other hand pushing down at the side where the fingers fall, palms flat. We'll bring the hands together. This is the middle point here. We change hands, pushing up and pushing down. Now with the breath. As we bring the hands together, we draw the breath in. As we push the hands away, we're breathing out. And in and out. Bring the hands together, draw the breath in. Change hands and breathe out. Again. And out. In with the breath. Remember the resistance of water. With the breath. In. Drop the hands down. Willow dips its leaves in the water. Palm comes up over the head, arching over the head. Pointing the fingers down at the ground, leaning over, relax the arm, lift the heel and let the head go sideways. Come up, both hands up, the midpoint, and then leaning over the other side. Relax the arm, let the head go sideways, lift the heel. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go over. In, over and out. With the breath. In and out. Keep going. And out. Again, breathing in as you come up. Out, over the other side. And out. And in. Hold it there. Bring the hands down, making a rounded shape as if you're holding a ball, keeping the weight in the center. We're only turning the upper body, rotating the upper body round. We're not leaning to the sides, we're only moving the upper body in one single plane of movement. We turn as far as we feel comfortable, we turn the hands out, making this diamond shape, and then leaning back, the arms lift up, and we look through the hands. Turn the hands in, rotate round, all the way round to the side, turn the hands out, lean back a little bit, and looking through the hands. Now with the breath, breathing in as we rotate round, breathing out from the center, all the way around, and the last part of the breath here, as you lean back, in, and out. Last part of the breath here. Keep going with the breath. Out. And in. And out. And in. Out from the center, all the way round, breathing out, and the last part of the breath as you lean back. Breathe in, keep going, and out, with the breath. Come back to the center, next movement, shooting the golden eagle, feet wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to be sinking and rising. Elbows up. We turn one hand up. Rotate it out to the side. Pushing the palm out, pulling the fingertips back. Looking at the back of the hand. The other hand, pulling the arrow. And sink. Bring the hands together. Change hands. Push the bow, pull the arrow, and sink, and breathe out. Again, breathing in, we bring the hands in, change hands, draw the bow, breathe out, and sink. Again, in, and out, and sink in the center. Going with the breath and out there. With the breath and sink. Bring the hands down. Next movement. White crane washes its wings. Show me the palms. Pull the palms back. Rotate the hands back behind you. Lift them up behind, up to the top of above your head. Fingers together, and bring the hands down the center. Again, you rotate the hands back, up, behind you. Breathing in. Fingers together. As the hands come down, we breathe out. Again, back, breathing in all the way up, breathing out all the way down. Again, with your breath, in and out. Again. And out. And again. In all the way up. And down. We breathe out. Next movement. Tiger pouncing from the cave. These are the claws. The claws come round by the side of the face. We turn the hands out. We get the elbows, lift them up, and we push the palms out to the side, back, behind, squeezing the shoulder blades together. As we bring the hands up, we breathe in, we turn the hands out, and as we push round, we breathe out. Again, in, turn the hands out, and breathe out. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Again, with the breath, and out. Going in, out, in, and out. Next movement, gathering the chi. The right foot forwards. We're going to be lifting the heel as we move back, and we're going to lift the toe, making sure our knee doesn't go beyond our toe so we always see it. We're going to be making the scooping motion with the arms. So, we're scooping, gathering the chi, crossing the wrists by the knee, keeping the wrists crossed, bringing the wrists up the body to the hip, to the chest, to the forehead, turn the hands out, push up and round. Again, breathing out as we go down, lifting the heel. Breathing in as we bring the hands up, lifting the toe, turn the hands out and breathe out as we push up and round. With the breath now. Out. Breathing in as you come up, and out as you push up and round. Again. In and out. In, pushing up and round. Feet together, other foot forwards, being careful not to make your stance too wide. Lifting the heel as you move forwards, lifting the toe as you move back. Making the scooping motion, gathering the chi. Crossing the wrists by the knee. Bringing the wrists up the body to the forehead, turning them out, push up and round. Again. Breathing out as you go down. Breathing in as you come up. And out as you push up and round. Again, in and out. Keep going with the breath. In, turn the hands out, breathe out as you go up and round. Feet together, and let's finish with heaven and earth. So, knees slightly bent, hands at the side. Take a breath and let it go. Drop the hands, breathe in. Breathe out and sink. Again, in with the breath. In as you raise the hands, and out. Going, breathing in, and let it go. Cross your palms, place them just below your belly button, and close your eyes for a minute.
And in between
You can open your eyes when you're ready. So, how are you feeling? Good, I hope. Thank you for joining the class. Have a wonderful day.